So when I first started in this sector 25 years ago, the demand for data was really close to nil. It used to be that the funders would say, you have to evaluate this and we need a report card and we need to know whether we're going to cut our funding or not. Now the funders are saying, we really value learning, we value continuous improvement, we sort of value all these things, and we know that we have to do that with you.
Have you seen changes in program provision over time that you think is due to this attention
no,
to
I've
data?
definitely seen direct results of the work that we've done and the work that others have done in this space. The piece that I'm concerned about, sort of going overboard in the other direction is if you can't answer the fundamental question of what are you going to do with those data if you're able to get them and once you have them, if you can't answer that question in a compelling way, don't bother. It's very difficult to establish causation, it's very difficult to get the level of precision or the particular details that people are looking for. And some of that is just what's feasible and what we're capable of doing, and some of it is just the limits of social science. That's just the way it is.
I think for us as evaluators, it's really important to hold our line on integrity around data and just make sure that that is like the first priority, and to continue educating clients in a way that supports that kind of integrity. And it's exciting to hear about the changes that have happened so far as like awareness and understanding of data and sort of the scientific method become more generally like understood and accepted.
Many times right now we see our touch point at an organization, from my perspective, is one or two people who are A, responsible for the evaluation and the funding, and B, some of the more data-driven individuals who have a greater understanding of data. And sometimes it is left to them to disseminate the story and the findings to other people. And I see, as the people who are coming in start their work in these organizations with data from the get-go, that in the future, 5, 10, 15 years, since everyone from now is going to start with data, that these organizations will be as a whole more data-driven and more, as a whole, understanding of the work we do.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I mean, that just opened up my eyes like a whole concept, right, Shai? So thank you. I mean, that's that would be the big payoff. The big payoff would be is that as new professionals come into the field, as young professionals come into the field, that just part of their onboarding, part of their training, part of their pre-service training, their in-service training is reading these reports, learning from what's been produced, over this last 10 to 15 years that this work has really started to, gain traction in the sector, and that it's a foregone conclusion, that becomes the starting point.